North central Pennsylvania, one of the most remote parts of the Appalachian mountain range, defined by steep, tree-covered hills. Rivers and streams carving their way down. Grand vistas around seemingly every corner. And gravel, all the gravel and dirt an adventure rider could ever want. Welcome to the Explore the PA Wilds Tour.
All right, go ahead and give me a clap right in front of your face. My name's Kane Wagner. We're at the Explore the PA Wilds 4 Tour. So our first day of Explore the PA Wilds 4 Tour, we did what I call the Kettle Loop. It takes us up, hits a nice section of the MABDR up to the PA Grand Canyon. Awesome lunch stop there, and then we just head south and hit as much dirt and gravel as we possibly can. And then since the group's still kind of warming up together, we put in one little drivable trail. It gives people a chance to kind of get a feel for the terrain on those drivable trails. And it really lets them know whether or not they want to do that second day of a little bit harder riding or not, or do the bypass we put together for them.
My name's Scott Hamilton. I'm from Littleton, New Hampshire, up in the northern part of the state. We're in north central Pennsylvania, and that's about as deep as I can go there. North Bend, Hyner State Park. There you go. There, Hyner Run State Park. Have fun, take chances, to me means adventure bikes. All my friends are golf wieners, as I call them. They drink Busch Light by the gallon and wear collared shirts and walk around with fancy shoes on playing golf. And I'm out here cutting trees, picking up bikes, going through mud. Different world. Have fun, take chances.
I'm Alessio Barris, and this is my dad. I am Vittorio Barris, and Alessio is my son.
I think Appalachian ADV is awesome because he put together an amazing network of roads and trails down here that's not like anything else I've seen. You know, you're just riding on dirt all day, and they're great roads, great location, and the views, the scenery is spectacular.
My name is Dan with Expedition PGH. I have a small but growing YouTube channel. I think anyone that rides off-road at all, this is a perfect ride. Whether you're just starting out or whether you've been riding a long time, there's a little bit of something for everyone on this ride. But I really think that like it's really for people that are struggling to find somewhere to ride, because sometimes you buy your bike and then where do you go? And now like you find these amazing routes, and they have just been hand-picked the very best roads and routes that you can go on.
Yeah, I mean, back in New Hampshire and Vermont, we've looked around a lot. You know, we've done all the routes, and you know, you're always hitting tar, like, you know, every 10 minutes. And here, I mean, we only saw what, 3 cars. You know, up there you're behind people, you know, really frequently.
And the roads are just maintained so well. I mean, obviously, for the technical stuff, you can find things that are a little bit washed out, but you know, even the way that they're engineered and designed with those nice cambered, you know, very heavy crown, and you can just pop in and out of turns. It's really enjoyable.
All right, so day 2 of Explore the PA Wilds Tour. It's our most challenging loop of the tour. We start off at least when we do it in the summer, we start off at Hyner View for a great view of the area. And then we go straight into a long 15 to 20 mile stretch of drivable trail action. So it's big rock gardens and logs and all kind of crazy stuff going on. In this particular tour, we had torrential downpours. There was all kind of flooding in the area. So we pretty much ran through creeks and rivers for the first probably 2.5 to 3 hours of our ride this time. So, and then we stopped for lunch at an awesome little mom and pop like normal. And after that, we do a lot of what I call happy end trails. There's no such thing as a dead end trail at Appalachian ADV. You get a chance to go down to a place where not many people get to go. And then now that you're familiar with the terrain, you can pick up the pace a little bit on the way back. And then after that, it's just, you know, finding our way back to camp on some nice dirt and gravel roads.
Kevin James from Harper County, Maryland. I've met a dozen people that I might not have ever met before, found out that we all ride about the same, want to go do the same things, have some new friends since I'm from around now, New Hampshire, PA, Ohio, some new people I've met that hopefully I'll get to hook up again with and go riding again, see them at another event. It brings everybody together.
So day 3 Explore the PA Wilds Tour, we do the Kettle Loop. And this is the longest mileage day, about 140 miles, but probably 95% of that is on dirt and gravel roads, including a nice like 60-mile stretch of just nonstop gravel. So today we get a chance to kind of really get out there, see a bunch of vista views. We pick up the pace a little bit in a couple spots where we know that there's not as much cross traffic. So super fun day, and then we ended just at a gas station to fill up for the next day. everything is pointed up and forward. I made a mistake.
We were cruising along this new dirt road. I had just turned my GoPro off. Sadly, I just turned it off.
I see some water. I'm like, oh, I'll have some fun with water.
And we came around a pretty sharp left, third gear, fourth gear, and right immediately exiting the corner, there was that washout.
So I get some speed going. I hammer the gas right before the water. Bike kind of bunny hops into it.
Didn't look as deep as it ended up being.
Rear wheel sinks in, front tire hits the lip, and the back tire catches it. And it bucked me like a Bronco.
And he aggressively jumped and wheelied through it. And I followed doing the same. And he put up a massive wall of water when he went through it. I mean, like a sheet.
I remember at one point looking at the front of my bike.
As that water falls, it was like the curtain dropping, because all I can see is tires and cane, and they're spinning, and then they separate and they both spin 360 degrees together like it was choreographed.
And then doing a little roll, and then a baseball slide. Stood up real fast.
Cane slid out left that way, and I had that one come to Jesus moment where I was like, all right, I'll just...
Tenere behind me kind of gave me a little side swipe, spun me in a circle, and then I turned around and see my bike laying on the ground.
I spun him around with my handlebars, hit him in the shoulder, but he olayed me like he was a Spanish bullfighter.
Some new holes. Probably got a nice little strawberry there.
It was kind of over, but it was exciting. It was a lot of fun.
But bike's good, I'm good for now, but I'm sure I'll be feeling it for a few days.
At one point, it was really cranking. Look at this.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's got water on my feet, damn it.
Yeah. Oh, there's another culvert over there. Okay.
You can see I took off. Both tires are up in the air for a sec. The rear landed in here, the front landed right on the edge, and then the back just caught me. I'm just glad the bike didn't.
I just turned my camera off, too.
Yeah. Tank never quits. Whoops.
Good.
It's a stock two-stroke, and it's still too loud. The state beats it up, and my ride was on the state layout.
All right, so for our Appalachian ADV events, my base camp crew is actually my family. So my mom comes, everybody calls her Mama Wags. My wife Ashley comes, my cousin Jackie, and my son too. My son comes and hangs out. He actually helps me pre-scout sometimes, too, up on the KLX. But we have, awesome food each day. It's home cooked, and we do the meal plans together at night before we get breakfast in the morning, and then have some really great food. And that's one of the highlights of the trip, I think, for people. And then to have my family there, it's been awesome. Instead of spending time away from them, they actually come out in the woods with us. They enjoy it. And then as we build a community around these events, we got a lot of the same guys coming, and they get to know them too, just as well. So then they become friendly with a lot of the riders that come out, and it's just really builds that community even more. So have fun, take chances. Something I picked up while watching a show called Ride with Norman Reedus, the guy who was on Walking Dead. It was more street riding thing, but I watched the very first episode, and then the very first episode, he went to borrow a friend's bike, and the guy basically said, have fun, take chances, like in his whole spiel. So I kind of loved that. Like the point was, he wanted his friend to go out and have a great time on a borrowed bike and just not ride, held back. He just wanted him to go out there and have a good time. So that's what I wanted to do when I built Appalachian ADV, was allow people to come out, have fun, take chances, and push their limits a little bit and become better riders. And that helps bond friendships. So people come out here and they become friends. So it's all part of that. Yeah, for the last day of the tour, we like to put the cherry on top. A nice shorter 80-mile loop for Sunday. Takes us up to the Cherry Springs area. One of my favorite little vista views there in a fire tower. Then on the way back, we stop at a nice little mom and pop and celebrate with some ice cream. Good times.
A fact about Kane is he eats ice cream as much as he can. The only problem with this ride is if there's an ice cream store on the way, we're stopping.
A fact about Kane?
Yeah.
He's a madman.
He's a hoon.
So, one fact, very interesting fact about Kane Wagner is when he picks these routes, he picks them completely based on where the puddles are going to be.
Fact about Kane is he does wheelies in the puddles.
Cool. So there's a lot of stopping for ice cream because Kane is absolutely addicted. I think he has a problem.
Whether it's before dinner, after dinner, he might even have ice cream for dinner.
So
Okay.
thank you so much.
Thanks.
So I started Appalachian AV because I felt like there was something missing up here in northern Ohio, western Pennsylvania. As far as places to ride, like there's tons of stuff out there. There's definitely people out there doing it, but I started later in life riding, and I know how hard it is to find people to ride with, and you don't want to just go out there on your own a lot because you end up getting in trouble. So I basically wanted to build something that would allow people to join a community of like-minded riders that want to come out in nature and have a good time.
Yeah, I mean, it's great to be out here with a group of guys because you do push yourself a little bit, take a couple chances here and there, and it makes you a little bit better every time.
I like the second day when we were dealing with all the baby head boulders and the technical section in the rain. It was very challenging and very fun. Probably a little bit more challenging than what he wanted it to be, but the situations of the weekend made it what it was.
You got to get your adrenaline up a little bit to get the fun part.
If you're just happy riding down gravel roads, he'll show you the ropes there. If you want to push your limits and ride through creeks and rocks and boulders and crazy stuff, then he can help you in that direction too.
The trails were terrific today. I had some of the most fun I've ever had on a motorcycle, and I've been riding for 50 years.
And be able to try some things. I like to go up hills and fall down, so I try those here that I wouldn't be able to do on my own, and maybe next year I'll be able to go up that hill,
We are going to put you on some of the best dirt and gravel roads that we can find out here. We're going to put you in drivable trails. We're going to get off-road, optional off-road expert challenge areas. So they're going to have a chance to push their limits, learn a little bit about themselves and about their bike. And while they're doing that in a group of people that they've just met, it actually helps form friendships and allows people to kind of really grow as riders.
Yeah, it was great. Adventure. Cutting trees, wiping out. That's what adventure biking's all about. That's good stuff.
I spend my days in the past. What could I have done to make it last? The sleepless
Every twist and turn brought something unexpected, a new challenge, a breathtaking view, or a story worth telling. And while this adventure ends here, the next one is always waiting just beyond the horizon. As this journey through the heart of the Pennsylvania wilds comes to a close, the roads we've traveled, the people we've met, and the memories we've made will stay with us. Until the next adventure, remember, have fun and take chances.